Welcome back. Today we're looking at emergency alert system horror. Ooh. You know, you're watching TV and then this is the government. We're interrupting your TV show to tell you there's a scary guy in the woods outside your house. That kind of thing. People make them for fun and also to be, you know, spooky. For all the 8-year-olds watching this that think these are real, they're not real, they're just for fun. You don't need to be scared. There aren't creepy entities in the woods. At least not the woods near me. There could technically, you know, maybe it's impossible. But yeah, emergency alert horror. It's fun. We've looked at it before. I made my own video today. I took some time and made something that I'm pretty happy with. I'm curious what you guys will think of it, but that'll come later. First, we gotta watch a smorgasbord of other people's content and then, you know, see what I did with it. You're gonna see some familiar channels today as well as some that we've never seen before. I had to dig pretty deep to find these. This content isn't as popular as it once was. There's not lots of new stuff. And there's also quite a few channels that just rehash the same like one concept over and over again of like tall red entity outside your window. Like that's like 90% of the content I found. Not in this video today. Like I sifted through it, but I don't know why everyone has the same idea and can't think anything outside that. But I found some good ones, I think. Let's jump into it. There probably will be at least one tall entity outside the window. Just buckle up. That's just part of it. Complete signal loss. Oh. This is not a test. You are in grave danger. Give this broadcast your utmost attention. Okay. I'm listening.
This is not a test. The lives of you and your fellow citizens are in grave danger. An immediate shelter-in-place order has been demanded. An abnormal phenomenon is occurring. Mysterious creatures with no known origins or traces of information linked to them have appeared. This is an extremely dangerous situation. These creatures are animalistic and incredibly violent. Hundreds of citizens have already been reported dead due to the situation. You must take shelter in a building highly secured from the inside and out. All doors and windows must be locked. Hide in an inner room away from light. If you are found by these creatures, you must...
Okay, I was about to say, if the whole video is just this flying line of text and a voice, I'm gonna lose interest. Where's the subway surfers, you know? There's gotta be more movement on the screen for me. I was zoning out a little bit. Your broadcast has been silenced. Ooh. Why? You are endangering yourself. Am I? Turn off your lights. Ooh. I can't. Lock your doors. Uh-huh. Hide inside. Dude, if this is really pertinent information, you gotta go a little faster here. I get it. They are thirsty for your blood. I need that, though. If they find you, let them take you? It is not worth the pain? I think I'll decide that. Whoa. Whoa, that's so ominous. I thought this video was gonna be like kind of a weak one because the first half didn't really do anything interesting, but the second half was so ominous and spooky. They almost used the normalness of the first half as like the setup so that when all this was removed and suddenly it was like a quiet broadcast with really slow text, it was really jarring and kind of just feel on edge. And also if they find you, let them take you, it's not worth the pain. Well, what's the alternative? Because if they take me, they're thirsty for my blood, so they're gonna kill me by taking my blood. That sounds pretty bad. But if I don't let them take me, like I fight them, what are they gonna do? Kill me and take my blood? Like I said, they're animalistic. You know, like they're just like, they just wanna eat me, that's the whole thing. Even if they can run 50 miles an hour, I'm still gonna run. I'll get a little head start. Maybe they'll get tired on the way. I don't know. I have to try something. I'm not just gonna be like, oh well. But yeah, great video. I liked it. I liked the duality here. Also, I know I'm yapping too much already, but whenever these videos say lock your doors, which is like every video, video. I'm like, whose doors are not already locked? My doors are always locked. And I'm not even like in a dangerous area, or like my front door just goes into like the lobby where I have 3 other apartments and I know all of them. Like those are the people I'm locking my door towards, but I still lock it because it's weird not to. It's like unsafe not to, potentially, but it's weird not to. Like what, you want people to just go into your house? Don't give them that option. Maybe it's a nice reminder, but I'm just saying your doors should probably already be locked under normal circumstances. Anyway, we'll move on.
You must remain absolutely silent. Shh. Do not shout. Do not speak. Do not whisper.
Because Santa Claus is not coming to town? Why do I feel like I've made that exact joke with this same type of text before?
Do not cough or sneeze. Do not make an utterance of any kind. An anomaly is within your area.
Yikes.
It is capable of detecting any speech. It does not hear noise conventionally, but detects brainwaves related to speech.
Interesting.
This is why this automated message is safe. If you speak at all, it will locate you. Stay inside, and do not speak at all. The anomaly will be recontained soon. You will be informed when it is safe. Secure. Contain. Protect.
This channel is great, and all the channels we look at today will be linked. The videos we look at will be linked. This one we see every time, and it's technically an SCP channel, but a lot of them come in the form of you're being informed of some entity that escaped, you know, then they contain it. So it's kind of like, it's perfect for this kind of content. But yeah, 48 seconds, but a banger. I like it. High quality. What a cool concept for a creature to be on the loose. One that doesn't hear sound in the way that we hear sound. It like detects brainwaves related to speech. It's like attracted to like potential speech. Like if you think about speaking and then speak, then it catches you somehow. Doesn't really have to make that much sense, but like it's a cool concept. It's like the Quiet Place thing. Super sensitive ears monsters, but it's like one step further than that, that like even if you whisper, it could detect that you spoke a word and come get you. I think that's kind of cool. And also, his head looks like a butt. That's funny. But yeah, cool. I like it. It was short. I feel like there's not that much to say about it, but it was cool. Yeah, I think I liked it. This is not a test.
This message is being broadcast by the Department of Defense of the Republic. A paranormal anomaly affecting the entire nation has been detected. For your safety, please carry out the following instructions.
At this time, lock yourself in a room that has no one else in it. I hate the sound. See to it that everybody in your home is locked in a separate room. Block all exits in the room, ensuring that nothing can get out. Lay down in one of the corners of the room in silence. Do not respond to anybody outside of your room, including your family members. Do not look away. Do not look at any part of your body or in the mirror. If you feel that you no longer have control of your body, do not panic. If your body does things that are out of your control, do not resist. Most importantly, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. I'm supposed to lock myself in a room and everyone else in my home has to do the same thing. You know, there's no one here, but like if there were. And that's to keep myself in. And then I'm supposed to like just let my body move independently of my own will and just like be chilling with that. Just like, hey, if your body starts like sprinting full speed at the door trying to escape the room, just chill out, man. This is part of the plan. This is just what has to happen. That's crazy. I mean, I guess that's the solution. What else do you do? If something is like trying to take control of your body, just like, I guess you just, I don't know. That must be the best option. I don't know who's telling me to do this. It kind of sounds a little suspicious though, now that I'm thinking about it. If it didn't tell me to lock myself in a room first, I would be more suspicious. The let whatever happens happens part sounds a little suspicious. Like it's the person controlling me telling me to just let whatever happens happens, you know? But pretty spooky. I don't like that. It's always kind of eerie when they tell you to like lock yourself somewhere or lock up your home, and then instead of it being about letting things in, it's like to let anything out. Like this, block all exits in the room, ensuring that nothing can get out. It doesn't even talk about anything getting in. It's me that's supposed to not get out. That's crazy. I like it. Pretty spooky.
A horrifying virus has just been discovered that has almost spread across the Earth. Quickly hide at home. Close all the windows and make sure that no one sees you through them. The virus changes DNA molecules and turns humans into creatures that can change the body.
Oh my.
If you see your friend through the window, take a careful look at him and check him out. If his body has changed a bit, it's not your friend anymore. Now, it's hidden.
Ooh. Tall entity, huh?
There are only 3 stages of hidden. At the first stage, it's hard to tell at first sight, and he's not aggressive. At the second stage, the human body is torn to pieces and the virus becomes a new flesh and behaves aggressively.
Yikes.
In the third stage, the virus takes full control, turning a human into a monster, and becomes too dangerous. This thing is starting to get too aggressive and crazy. All physical characteristics increase beyond recognition.
Yikes.
If you see the hidden one near your home, then hide quickly. Do it very quietly, otherwise it will come to you. If he did break into your house, find any weapon and hide. When he comes too close, hit him as hard as you can, in which case he will have to spend time regenerating. While it regenerates, you should run as fast as possible.
Am I like a little kid in this scenario? I was able to fit under this bed sideways, and I'm like 3 feet tall compared to, like I look like I'm 3 feet tall. He looks like a normal like 6-foot guy.
And hide in a safer place.
That's scary.
Or it will turn you into a bunch of useless human flesh.
Oh man. Oh.
Run. You should run as fast as you can.
You okay, man? That's the end? Whew, okay, we got tall entity. It looks like your friend. It's some basic stuff in there. However, we're a child in this scenario? No, I thought it was interesting. I think the graphics here are pretty, I don't know, gross, maybe? It is disturbing to imagine like your friend showing up and they're just like a little bit off. Then you just kind of watch them morph, you know, and very morbidly into some tall, handsome fella. Okay, here we go. Here's some dimensions here. This could be a normal sized person. In this shot, they're like as tall as the house pretty much, or at least almost. And then this one, this is just a big bed and this is a big creature. I'm normal size, giant bed, giant guy. I think you know, whatever. I'm getting hung up on the wrong details here. Pretty spooky that the solution is just to like slow them down by making them heal themselves and then run, or they'll turn you into a useless pile of human parts, which is kind of mean to think that I wouldn't be useful if I wasn't all put together, you know? And then this at the end was kind of spooky. I did not expect it. I think it's supposed to be maybe the person giving us the broadcast or someone that this has happened to that's like towards the end of the transformation. Pretty gnarly, if you ask me. And the voice?
You should run as fast as you can.
Yeah. I think I will. Thanks for the advice, buddy.
You must not look at your reflection. Without looking at them, cover all mirrors. Also cover all glass and shiny metal. If you make eye contact with your reflection, do not look away from it. If your reflection matches you, you are safe. If your reflection smiles at you, you should smash the mirror quickly. Then you should run from the area. Thank you for cooperating.
Oh.
The situation will be under control soon. Secure. Contain. Protect.
That's the whole thing. This is that channel I like, the SCP one. Here we are again. This is like a 40-second video, super short. Just like, hey, don't look in your reflection. If your reflection is actually you, you're good. If your reflection does something goofy, then you gotta smash the mirror immediately and then run away. That's the whole thing. That's all the advice they give you. And just like, hey, just do that. We'll lock up the entity soon. Just stay away from your reflection for the time being. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's like when my internet goes down and they text me like, hey, we're working on it. Should be up in a couple hours. Sorry about that. You just gotta wait it out. What can you do, you know? But yeah, I love these really short ones. It's like just a concept and like how you should react to it, and that's it. And there's no extra world building. I do like the world building stuff sometimes, but I think a lot of these videos get like a little too explainy, which my video might get a little explainy. We'll see. You be the judge. I like to have a couple really fast, short ones mixed in. You know, it's kind of fun.
When it's late and your productivity is falling off, you can splash a little water on your face, or better yet, revive with Vivarin. Government-appointed...
I was watching that. Ah, brother.
This is not a test. This is not a test. This is a national emergency. There is an unknown object that is spawning out of nowhere and bringing people into it.
Whoa.
The affected areas are national. We believe that this is an attempt from the underworld to bring people into it, but we are not sure yet. To stay safe, we recommend that you get on an object and don't touch the floor. The hole cannot spawn on furniture, tables, but the hole can spawn under the table and bring you into it.
Whoa.
Until we have a complete understanding of this situation, we recommend that you stay inside and do not attempt to go in an open area or field, as you will likely fall into a hole that has spawned.
Yikes.
If you have a friend that is not responding to you or has not come in contact with you for weeks, assume they have fallen into a hole. We also believe that this could be another situation from a problem that happened in 1980 where people were no-clipping into a different reality called the backrooms. So this could be the entity sending out holes to bring people into the backrooms.
Here,
but we are still not going to assume anything until we have an understanding of the problem. For now, just stay safe. Make sure you stay on other furniture for the time being. The width of the holes are only about 4 feet. So, if you stay on bigger furniture, you have a good chance of not falling into one. We will do more updates on this situation. So, just stay safe.
Thank you, appreciate it. This one was interesting. I feel strange. I don't know how to say this, but it feels like it was made either very hastily or like by a child. I noticed most of the images had like the watermarks still on them, which is like, that's not a crime, but it's a little, you know, immersion breaking. Like there it is again, the watermark from like Google Images. And then the random detour into like, it also could be related to the backrooms thing that happened in the 80s. And it's like, you just told me that it could be related to people dropping into the underworld, which is a whole other can of worms to open up. That I don't think is worth mentioning in your broadcast if you're not sure of that. That's a pretty big accusation to make. That's pretty high stakes. There's a hole showing up. Could be the back rooms, which is like this thing with entities in it. Don't worry about it, don't ask. It happened in the 80s. Or could be the underworld trying to get more people to go into it. Like, what did they say?
This is an attempt from the underworld to bring people into it.
The underworld, like it's like an attack from the underworld. Like that's crazy. What is this, an Oblivion gate showing up? That's crazy. I don't know, this one was kind of silly. And also they're like, we're not sure if this is the case yet. We're still doing research. And it's like someone saying, this is what is happening. And then being like, don't say that because we're not sure yet. Like that's a really strange way to illustrate. I don't know, I don't mean to roast this video too much, but you know, there was a little bit on the sloppy side, but the concept is cool. I will give them that much. The concept is cool. And in a lot of ways, that's the most important part, the concept, because if you do something new, you get a lot of points from me. There's no 8-foot tall entity outside the window or your friend looking like your friend, but not. This is a cool new thing. A hole showing up randomly here and there, and it like deliberately targeting people. It's kind of spooky, but 4 feet wide. Dude, I just put my arms out, grab the sides, pull myself out. I'm safe. I'm not gonna hang out on the table all day, dude, like a nerd. Civil danger alert.
Message from the National Emergency Broadcast System. Please pay attention carefully. If at any time you observe that Sun 1 appears dimmer or Sun 2 is unusually bright, it is imperative that you follow these instructions immediately. Refrain from making comments about how beautiful Sun 2 looks. Do not post or share photos of Sun 2 on social media. Avoid direct eye contact with either sun. They are both watching. Do not express favoritism. Repeat, do not express favoritism. Under no circumstances should you say that Sun 2 is your favorite. Doing so may result in solar flares, passive-aggressive weather, or worse. Reports indicate that Sun 1 is emotionally unstable and jealousy levels are rising. If you believe the situation has stabilized, resume neutral celestial appreciation at sunset. Remember, Sun 1 is jealous. Please stop favoriting Sun 2.
What the hell? Okay, this one's more just for the laughs, I think. I think it's a little funny. They didn't even mention, like, hey, there shouldn't be a Sun 2. It's just, I guess, in this world, there are two suns, or maybe Sun 2 showed up, and it's just saying, hey, there's two suns now, but that's normal. Don't say anything weird about it, and don't say anything about Sun 2 being better than Sun 1. It seems like you can say Sun 1 is better than Sun 2. Like, Sun 2 is confident in themselves. Sun 1 is like, whoa, what do you mean? Don't say anything too good about Sun 2, not in front of me. I'm the best. Yeah, strange concept, but I don't know, I kind of liked it. It was funny. Resume neutral celestial appreciation at sunset. Aren't those suns equally beautiful? Wow.
The National Weather Service have issued a meteorological event warning. This is in act for the entire of the United States. The sky has turned a color that humans have never seen before.
Whoa.
Scientists have called this color UCW1. Many people who have observed this color have suffered severe headaches and 2 reported cases of death. Do not observe this event with the naked eye. I repeat, do not observe this event with the naked eye. Close all blinds and curtains and wear sunglasses if possible. Stay inside your homes until further notice. Thank you for your attention.
Is it just audio only? Ooh.
The U.S. government has issued an urgent danger warning for all citizens of the United States. The light coming of UCW1 has started to burn through anything in its path. This cloud with this color has spread worldwide. The light will burn through metal, glass, fabric, or any other type of material.
That's everything.
That means humanity has come to its end.
Oh.
The light will unfortunately burn through your homes and eventually reach your body, killing you within seconds.
Wow.
We are so sorry to tell you this.
It's all
Do
good.
whatever makes you feel comfort.
Go look at the light. Watch it dance in the sky. It's beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Dang, humanity was destroyed. We're all dead in this scenario. It's so funny to think they would even bother giving us that second broadcast. Like, they're at first like, hey, stay indoors, don't look at the sun, or don't look at the sky, I mean. It's a goofy color and it gives you a headache, maybe it will kill you, who knows? And then they're like, by the way, disregard all that, we're all dead. Like, you have seconds left to live. This thing, this light is gonna burn through everything, scorch your home so hard that eventually there's no home left, it's just you, and then you get scorched, and then you die. Who made this broadcast and took the time to broadcast it to me? And I'm sitting there watching it like, oh, so I'm gonna die instantly, like any second now? Interesting, okay, cool. And then I just die instantly. You know, like that's, I guess it. I don't think they would bother with that second broadcast. The reveal of it to us watching this as a piece of content is like, you know, ominous or whatever, but just the idea of like, you know, oh, we sorry to interrupt your TV show. You're gonna die instantly really soon. It could happen in the next 5 minutes, it could happen in an hour, but it's gonna happen. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay, back to your TV show. It's like, dude, just let me die instantly. Don't give me a heads up. I think that's the one thing I don't want a heads up on. If I'm gonna get zap fried in my home by a scary light in the sky, you don't need to give me a 5-minute heads up. Just let me watch my TV show until I get zap fried. You know, is that too much to ask for these days? All right. Civil danger alert.
This is an emergency alert system broadcast. Please listen carefully. At 12:03 a.m., multiple reports were received regarding abnormal phone activity. Individuals across the country have reported receiving 2 consecutive calls from familiar numbers. The first call may seem normal. The second is not. If you receive a second call from the same number, do not answer. The voice you hear will not match the first. It will sound like someone you know, but distorted, slower, unnatural. It will know personal information. It may mention events from your past, or things no one should know. Do not engage. Do not speak. Do not listen longer than necessary. Ending the call will not end the transmission. This is not a telecommunications error. This is a containment protocol. Do not answer the second call. This message will repeat until silence.
Dang. Honestly, I don't trust a second call regardless. I hate when people call you and then they call you again because they're like, oh, how come you didn't answer? It's like, dude, I'm busy. Don't call me again unless it's an emergency. The most interesting part of this is ending the call will not end the transmission. It feels like I wanted a follow-up on that. Like, so if I hang up, they're still listening? So I'm still in danger then, right? If they're still on the other line, kind of? I don't know. That felt like I needed more information if I'm gonna survive this thing. I guess the trick is just don't answer the phone to begin with. The second phone call, that is. First one, it's just like your mom calling or whatever. The second one, it's your scary mom calling. Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting though. I like it. I like when they use a situation that could happen to you. Maybe you see this video and then someone watching this video, this is gonna happen to, where someone calls them twice back to back. With how many people are gonna watch this, it's likely. And then maybe you'll think of this video when that happens and it'll be like, oh wait, this is that specific scenario I was told about. My friend just called me twice. Should I pick up the second time? And then your friend's gonna have to call you a third time, which is probably fine. It doesn't say anything about a third time. So if they call 3 times, you're good.
We interrupt your broadcast for an important announcement. Do not turn off the device you are viewing this on. Pay close attention. Your life could be in danger. A strange unknown broadcast occurred last week that aired throughout the United States. Those who saw the broadcast stated that halfway through, they were not able to move a single inch. And when they were able to, they felt dizzy and had loss of memory.
Yikes.
Only 5 out of 160 victims survived this broadcast due to what was on the screen. Those who were interviewed described a melted face with big pupil eyes and a large smile.
Yikes.
As the broadcast played, they would hear screams of millions and a loud beeping sound that
Don't
would
play
only
me the
increase
sound.
as time went by. If this broadcast airs on your television set, this is what you should do. Do not think twice before turning off the television set.
Gotcha.
If the broadcast has already started playing, shut your eyes and wait until the sounds go away. If you have watched the broadcast till the end, we are afraid that there is nothing you can do, as it is only a matter of time before you experience blood loss from your head and your eardrums are ripped.
No, it's the broadcast we just heard about. Melted face, big pupil eyes screaming from millions. Yep, this has gotta be the one. Dang it. Now I've got, what, it's a matter of time? Something I can do.
Head and your eardrums are ripped.
My eardrums are gonna get ripped open? Very specific thing to happen. I don't know what that would even feel like, but probably really bad. Pretty spooky though, I like it. I like when the broadcast is warning you about another broadcast and then that broadcast plays right after the warning. I think I've said this exact same thing before, but it reminds me of like the fish on TV will talk like directly to SpongeBob, warning him of something that's like actively happening to him, you know, or like about to happen to him. It's really funny in the context of like a comedy show, so I can't help but feel like this is a little funny of like, whatever you do, don't watch this broadcast, and then that broadcast immediately plays. It's like, dang it, dude. Ah, man, this is that broadcast, and here I am watching it. Do I ever learn? Do I ever listen? I fell for it, but no, pretty spooky. Scary looking face. I like it. I don't know how long I have till my eardrums explode, but I feel okay so far. Okay, last one, and then we'll watch mine, and then we'll go our separate ways. Here we go. Emergency broadcast system, and it's kind of got like a cool little flair to it. Someone made a cool broadcast system. It's trendy.
This is no emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Knox County Emergency Management Agency. A local emergency has been declared.
This voice is brutal.
Please stand by for further instructions. Multiple reports have been received regarding an unidentified entity in wooded areas and residential neighborhoods. This entity is described as an abnormally tall, tree-like figure standing on 2 limbs, with elongated, leaf-covered appendages.
Yikes. Tree monster.
It has been observed blending among trees and approaching homes at night.
Dang. Whoever made this broadcast, like, in universe, like whoever put out this broadcast, they did some flair with it. They were like, I know we're warning people about a scary entity in the forest, but I'm gonna like animate it and do sound effects, like graphics. There's like a little gradient here. It's kind of like immersive, you know? I want people to get into it. I think it's funny to think of someone making this broadcast to actually warn people. And having this much fun with it.
Is unknown, and its behavior remains unpredictable. However, given its pattern of movement and proximity to residential areas, it is strongly advised to assume this entity is hostile. We have received one known image of this entity. Authorities urge the public to study this image carefully and report any similar sightings immediately.
What am I looking at? Whoa. Kind of looks like a regular tree. If that's it, I'm screwed.
Witness reports have claimed to hear rustling leaves in the distance shortly before encountering the entity. If you hear leaves rustling in your backyard or surrounding areas at night, immediately retreat to a secure location, preferably a basement or closet. Do not investigate. Residents urged to take extreme caution. Do not go outside at night. Avoid wooded areas and do not investigate noises in your backyard. If you believe you have seen this entity, do not approach. Secure all doors and windows, turn off exterior lights, and remain indoors.
Uh-huh. You got it? Uh-oh. Who left the front door open, dude? It's like the one thing you're supposed to not do. Yikes. What am I looking at? It's scary, whatever it is. Ah. Oh wait, is that even a door? It looks more like a window, I guess. Okay, maybe we're good then. Dang. Usually there's monsters in the trees, but in this one, the tree itself was the monster. And I gotta give credit for that one. That's pretty good. Again, I feel like there was a lot of fun animated graphics and sound effects and music and stuff. And I'm like, man, whoever made this broadcast, they went above and beyond. This is more than just a warning. This is an experience. But yeah, pretty scary. I mean, this, I can't tell if this is supposed to be a door. It looks almost like a skylight or like a, yeah, like a roof window. Which is kind of spooky, yeah, because it's kind of like over your house. Yeah, that's kind of scary. I'll give you that. That's kind of scary. The sound effects, a very strange sound effect. Also, this random image at the end is also, I don't know, really creative. I liked it. And then it was good. But yeah, if this tree is like what I'm supposed to look out for, like, dude, this looks like most, well, I don't know. It's a little bit branchy, but it looks like a pretty normal tree. I don't think I would notice this at all. I think I would get eaten by the tree. But there's worse things to get eaten by, as we've seen today. Okay. We're done looking at those. It's time to look at mine. Mine's a little under 2 minutes. I did something, and I'll talk to you about it after, I think.
Drink to your health, because the more water you drink, the better you feel.
The following warning has been issued to all civilians. This is not a drill. Stay away from water. A deadly microorganism has been released into the ocean. It has spread far more rapidly than anyone anticipated. It is currently unclear how far it has spread. For your safety, you are advised to avoid all bodies of water. We have reason to believe this pathogen has also contaminated recent rainfall. It is highly dangerous to living organisms. If this microbe enters your body, it will infect your entire bloodstream within minutes. Any contact with infected water could be lethal. For your safety, you are advised to only consume bottled water. Do not trust the water in your home. You are strongly advised to use clean water sparingly. A water shortage is imminent. If a method to decontaminate water is found or any other helpful information, it will be shared in a future broadcast. Our experts are working to find a long-term solution. However, hosts to this microorganism do not survive long enough to be studied. A cure may not be
more water.
Okay, I want to make one thing clear. The implication is not supposed to be that this water company is trying to get you to buy their water, so they caused the whole thing. I realize that that could almost be the implication because I just did a water commercial at the beginning and end. It's more just like a hee hee ha ha moment, but it could almost seem like that. But anyway, that you could also just pretend that's the case. That might be more interesting to you if I did it that way. I didn't do an entity, all right? I wanted to do something that felt like it could actually happen, and it felt like, you know, exaggerated of how something would actually happen, but still like, oh my gosh, this is like, you know, there's no entity. This is not some supernatural thing. This is just, bro, something crazy fast is in the water and we don't know where it is, and it's small and there's a zillion of them and they're reproducing and they're everywhere. Water itself is contaminated seemingly across the world through the ocean. And then I said the thing about the rainfall. So like the ocean got contaminated, which is all one body of water, by the way. So that would actually make sense. And then mentioning that the rain is able to transport it kind of says like, hey, not just the ocean. Like if it rains into your lake is contaminated. And then that water from that lake could get turned into rain somewhere else. Like it just, this thing's worldwide, baby. That's the implication with all that. Water is now evil, you know? You gotta look out for it. Bottled water that was bottled prior to this incident obviously is the only safe water. I didn't mention it, but I kind of like the implication of it coming up from the Antarctic is like that it melted out of some ice, because that's something that we know can happen. Is that something that we're actually worried about, is things that are trapped in the ice get untrapped in the ice. Usually in movies it's an alien spaceship, but in this case it's a harmful pathogen. Yeah, I don't know, watching it back, it doesn't feel scary, especially after the ones we watched today that are about like a scary monster and there's sound effects and things. But hopefully this one felt like relatable, you know? Hopefully the spook was in like a, oh man, what would that be like? What would we do? You're watching TV and you actually get this. Like hopefully this one just felt more real. And maybe that's what makes it scary. And then, oh, I didn't even mention this. You probably caught it, but it was quick. The broadcast isn't being hacked. It's just like a poorly transmitted broadcast. That's why it's kind of like a little glitchy and buggy. That's more for immersion. It's not being hacked like my previous ones. But the implication at the end is that it's being hastily taken off air because it wasn't supposed to be included, this last bit. Like this last bit wasn't supposed to be included.
Hosts to this microorganism do not survive long enough to be studied.
Hosts to this microorganism do not survive long enough to be studied. People that get infected are dying so quick that scientists can't even like study how it's interacting with people, which is going to slow down learning what this virus is and how to stop it. And then it says, just for a split second,
a cure may not be
possible, is like kind of the closing line. Obviously you don't want to tell the general public about that, because then they're all going to go crazy knowing that there's basically potentially no hope. Not a good thing for everyone to know, because then they start killing each other to, you know, amass water or whatever. But yeah, that's it. Not very funny, let me tell you. Mine's not funny this time around. Usually there's like a little bit of a laugh. Actually, no, that's not true. There's one bit that I always do, and that is the however.
Experts are working to find a long-term solution. However,
However, and then really, really bad news. That's something that I've done multiple times now. I think it's really funny. Here's all the solutions of things you can do. We're working on it. However, this might go terribly, terribly wrong, and this might be the end of the world. It's like, it's just a funny thing to throw in there. But yeah, other than that, not a very funny video. Just kind of bad news, you know? Just like, dang, this could actually happen. This isn't even like a, I mean, it couldn't actually happen. Like, it could maybe, but not like this. Like in my video here, like it happens like really fast before anyone could react. This is like not technically impossible, but it's not like it would hit the ocean and then like bajillion multiply across the entire ocean. Like it's kind of implied that it was like over the course of hours to days or something, where it was so quick, you know? That's scary, but that's not really realistic, you know? Or that this would be able to exist in all different temperatures of water or, you know, whatever. So it's not super realistic, but it's not completely out there like a tree monster is, you know? I thought it was funny animating this little guy going down the throat here.
This microbe enters your body.
Whoa, that looked fun. Also, I mean, I know this is all obvious, but like we are made of water. Like we are very liquid based. If the implication here is that this parasite loves water and just can go crazy and spread through water, yeah, if it gets like in any part of you, like up your nose, even like in your ear, you know, whatever, in any orifice, you're basically just dead. Like once it's in your bloodstream or just in your liquidy body, it just spreads and then you die. That's pretty crazy. I think what I'm feeling for my video here is that the presentation isn't groundbreaking. It is a lot of text and not a lot of sound effects or anything. It's just talking with text. But I'm proud of the concept and the ending.
Term solution. However, hosts to this microorganism do not survive long enough to be studied. A cure may not be.
I think that's good. I think I'm happy with that. I'm also happy with this, too.
A deadly microorganism has been released into the ocean. It has spread far more rapidly than anyone anticipated.
I think that's kind of like scary to see. Like it's basically showing that like, yeah, the entire freaking ocean is inhabited by this pathogen. This cannot be escaped. You cannot go in the ocean ever again until we figure this out, which how do you stop something like this when it's this widespread? So anyway, sorry to traumatize you with that. It's definitely something to think about and not in a good way. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for hanging out with me today and watching spooky little videos. We do this concept every couple of months. It's definitely one of my more recent favorite ones. I think I caught this trend a little bit late. Like my first video I did on this topic did really well, like really, really well. And then everyone since then has kind of gone down. So I don't know if this trend has kind of died off and I'm just kind of beating a dead horse here. So I don't know how many times we'll do this concept, but in the meantime, I like it. It's still horror. It's still like analog horror, which I always love, but very specific. It's a very specific concept, you know? Spooky TV broadcast horror. So yeah, I'll see you around. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. And even like it if you didn't enjoy it, because I don't know, you made it this far. You hate watched this far? Just give me a like, what the heck? I don't even know if it does anything, you know? Just do it, I guess. That's what everyone says. And then don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you around. Bye-bye. You know what I'm really gonna do if entities come into my house? I'm gonna kill them.